Hi, in this video, I'm going to describe how to create an animated GIF in the open source graphic software GIMP. This video that you're seeing on the screen here was created using the QGIS temporal controller, where I exported a series of still images and stitched them together to create this. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So you may have a series of still images as PNGs or JPEGs that you've exported using the temporal controller in QGIS, or you may have another set of images from using the 3D viewer, doing a 3D fly-through. Either situation, we can use the same workflow. Okay, so here I'm in the GNU image manipulation program, otherwise known as GIMP. And to start, I'm going to go to the File menu, and I'm going to choose this option, Open as Layers, because we want to open all the individual still images up as layers. So I'll choose this, and now I'm going to navigate to the folder that contains all of those. So here's my folder. It's from the temporal controller exercise, and I've exported a series of still images of the buildings in Helsing over time. It amounted to 170 images in this case. And I'm going to choose Open. Depending on the number of images you have and how big they are, this can take a few moments. You'll see the progress across the bottom as the series of images is opened, and I will speed this up so you don't have to sit here and watch all of them open. Okay, the images are almost completed. They've almost all loaded, just the last couple here. Okay, so we have all the images loaded. The next step is to go to the Filters menu, to the Animation section, and choose Optimize for GIF. This is another operation that can take a few minutes. So this is another time where you can perhaps just get up and have a cup of coffee and take a break and come back when it's done after a few minutes. Okay, it's almost done processing. You can see the progress bar down at the bottom. So almost all 170 images have been optimized for an animation. And again, these were exported from the QGIS temporal controller panel. And the reason I have 170 images is because there were 170 years of data, and I had my frame set to 1 year. Okay, so it's finished. The last step is to go to the File menu and choose Export. I'm going to export this as a GIF, so I'm going to choose the GIF file extension. And I'm going to browse to the folder that I want this to be saved into. I'll call this Helsing Buildings.gif and click Export. Okay, the Export Image as GIF window opens up, and there's a couple important options here. First, there's this GIF comment. If you don't want your animation to say created with GIMP on it, you can uncheck that. Secondly, we want to check as animation. You can choose whether to loop forever or stop at the end. I'm going to choose loop forever. And then you can choose the delay between frames. So this is how long each of the 170 frames can last. So you can do some math to compute how long you want the overall animation to last given the number of frames you have and the milliseconds per frame. So maybe I will set this to 500 milliseconds, which will make a faster animation. And then go ahead and click Export. Okay, and when it's finished, I can open up my File Explorer, go to that folder, and open up the resulting GIF. And then I can watch it play and see if this ended up looking the way I'd hoped. So here's my GIF playing through the 170 years of Helsing Buildings data. Very nice. Another option for you is the open source FFmpeg software, which is command line, but very powerful and flexible. You can use it for converting between video formats as well. So you can also use this to stitch your images together. And there's good documentation on here for figuring out how to do that.